So what should you do if you feel you are about to suffer with a gout attack? Phone a doctor? Rush to a pharmacy to get some drugs maybe? Well, today we look at exactly what actions you should take to lessen the blows of a gout attack. As always, if you suffer with gout already, I'm sure some of our advice may well be second nature to you. But if you pick up just one or two extra tips that make a real difference when you need it most, then the next few minutes will be time very well spent. Today we're going to list 14 things you should do as soon as you feel a gout attack coming on. Hello, my name is Michael. That's me in the corner of your screen. I'm a pain specialist and your host for this video, brought to you by Help Relieve Pain, the internet's pain management community. But before we go any further, if you suffer with any form of pain, please just click the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and hit the little bell if you can see it to join our new YouTube community and be kept aware of new videos as we pioneer and evaluate advancements in pain relief. Then, as always, just hit the like button if you find this content interesting. So you brush your toe putting your shoes on and feel that familiar stabbing pain. Suddenly you realise you are about to have a gout attack. Time is ticking, but what should you do first? Well, first of all, take any medications straight away. Ibuprofen can be purchased over the counter if you can't wait to see a doctor and if you don't already have a prescribed drug ready. Please be careful though, do not take aspirin, as that has actually been shown to increase uric acid levels, which would make any potential attack substantially worse. Secondly, keep the joint cool by wrapping it with a cold compress or an ice pack for up to 30 minutes at a time. Don't pressure wrap it, however. That is a definite no-no, unless you want to risk a trauma and make your gout even more painful. Just wrap it really gently. The most important thing is to make the affected joint cold. Point number 3 is to drink lots of water to help your kidneys in particular. This helps to flush out any additional uric acid as fast as possible. The next key step is to raise the affected limb or limbs in the air, preferably higher than your chest, to reduce any potential swelling, as the swelling will itself encourage more grouping of urate crystals and ultimately increase your pain. At number 5 is the essential rule to get plenty of rest, as it is super important to try and keep up your body's strength. At number 6 is to pull bed sheets out of the way. Tuck in your sheets at the sides, leaving them at about calf level, so if your feet are affected, particularly your big toe, you can sleep without the sheets touching your painful digits at all. Then phone your doctor to let them know. They may want to increase or change your medications to help you control the pain. At number 8 is to consider your diet. Now, this may seem a strange one at this late stage, but it is important to consider what you've eaten recently, and ideally record it in a gout diary. After the attack has subsided, you can then review the foods eaten to see if there is a pattern that is actually triggering your attacks. Number 9 is to get a walking aid to keep weight off your affected joints as much as possible. This will normally be a walking stick, but something from a hiker's cane up to a full Zimmer frame could be essential, depending on what your normal level of mobility is. Then at 10, a key piece of advice. Make sure you don't knock the affected joint or joints. This must sound like the most obvious advice in the world, but people still knock gout-affected feet and elbows in particular, and then recoil in agony, suffering far worse throughout the attack because of their early clumsiness before it actually hurt properly. At 11, we touched on altering the duvet line to leave your feet clear in bed, but there is also a strong case for leaving all affected joints above the duvet at night. Not just to avoid the covers touching them again, but to ensure that the area stays as cool as possible. A fan at bed level, possibly positioned on a chair so that it could be moved up and down to point at your feet or elbows, etc., could then be used to direct cooling air directly onto the joints that are suffering, as this will not only help them to get cool, but may help you to get a better night's sleep. Our action number 12 is to avoid alcohol. Now, the role of alcohol in numbing pain is much debated and something we've looked into in great detail at Help Relieve Pain. We've looked at all the pros and cons, but when gout attacks are concerned, I'm afraid even small amounts are a big no-no. Tip number 13 is to cut the end off several pairs of socks so you can make sure they don't touch your toes and can help to keep your toes cool. Even better though, if at all possible, is not to wear shoes with toes at all, and then you won't need socks and your gout affected joints will get maximum freedom. Then finally, number 14 is just to try and proactively relax. Stress tensions muscles and makes gout pain worse, so you are better off trying to relax. It will help with your pain. This could be through breathing exercises, meditation or massage. Whatever works, the important thing is to try and actively reduce your stress levels by doing what you need to and finding your relaxing place. One serious piece of advice though that might just save a life one day: if your symptoms have not got better within 48 hours, it is really important you get back in touch with your doctor, just in case you have a serious infection that is presenting with similar symptoms to gout. While unlikely if you already suffer with gout, it is still possible as many very serious infections can produce a similar searing pain around affected areas. The key is, if nothing is improved within 48 hours, get to a doctor. If nothing else, they can rule an infection out and offer you stronger medication. Well, I hope that's been helpful in clarifying just what you need to do in the event of a gout attack. If you have any tips we've missed, please just pop them in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. I guess the real take-home message for today is be prepared, don't panic, and make logical adjustments. Then your attack should pass quickly enough. If you'd like to be a part of our private online pain support group, have a chance to talk on a private forum with other members, maybe win some great pain relief prizes, or even get paid for taking part in pain relief review panels, just head on over to our website, click on Contact Us, then join and fill in a couple of non-personal details to be part of our rapidly growing community and make a real difference to pain relief. You can unsubscribe at any time, and we're not trying to sell you anything, so if you haven't already, please pop across and sign up, or leave any questions below in the feedback and we'll try to get back to you. But for now, from Michael, the Principal Pain Specialist at Help Relieve Pain, I wish you a good day and a pain-free life.